Hey, welcome back. Today, as a veteran operator and JTAC instructor, I discuss why peekaboo with AAA is a bad idea. As a recap to our last video, we had a Apache and Kiowa team supporting the JTAC. To the north of the AO, we had a pair of A10s and a right-hand wheel and an F-18 up high and east of the AO. Our JTAC had correctly begun to prosecute SAMs from the north with the A10s, and this allowed Rotary Wing to ingress from the south and stay east of the AO. With the SAM threat now gone, it became quite clear that other threats remained. One A10 escaped with small arms hits due to coming in close on guns. Both defended successfully against the SAMs. Post-SAM launch, the JTAC identified his threats and acted accordingly. This meant keeping RW masked and low to the east, A10s egressing north, and remember an F-18 up high and east over the RW. At this point, the JTAC sent up the 9 lines to the A10s, and as a flight, they decided to go wing to wing, firing simultaneous AGM-65s at the 2 SAMs that were observed post the first strike. So far, so good. While this simul strike was happening, however, the RW now began to ingress into a target-rich AO. With a clear strike in the distance, you see priority SAM and AAA targets remain. At this point in the battle, the Kiowa continues to ingress east to west and is about to expose itself needlessly and is already entering Red Force, WES, or the weapons engagement zone. At this point, I just want to remind everyone and really emphasize that there are a lot of threats. Way more threats. Now let's be very clear, I am not a pilot, but a real shame is the AH lower than the OH and to the rear. He has a great view of what's about to happen. The Kiowa takes it to the face and is able to break off, but make no mistake, they're riddled with bullets. Here I would have liked to have seen the JTAC reset, as this is not part of his plan. I love to see the grid of the Kiowa coming back in, but the plan needs to change as it appears to be the same. Now the Apache performs the same maneuver as the Kiowa in the same location. Let's see who wins. Clearly the Kiowa is out of the fight, and the Apache is lucky to have survived. Now the JTAC takes over, and the Apache turns tail. The A10s are given a 9 line and engage with a GBU-54 well above the SAM threat. And KIA AAA. I feel that should have been a bigger pop there. That's just me. With learning the hard way, Kiowa respawns, and we do it all over again. In conclusion, the JTAC hadn't controlled in a long time, and as the mission progressed, things got better. Everybody had a great time. With points to sustain, really good on everyone was the routing and safety of flight. The guys did great, and those virtual pilots flew their aircraft well and knew how to manage their systems and sensors. That's always a huge plus when you're rolling online with a bunch of guys. The points to improve are clearly the AO study needs to happen, 100%. The JTAC had 5 different sensors to use overhead, looking for threats. Some of that was done. Maybe some pilots, the A10s, myself included, we could have said a lot more stuff, pimped the JTAC on how things were developing on the battlefield. But before you needlessly send people in there, right, you got to cleanse that AO visually. At the end of the day, shape the area of operations for your success. You tell the enemy what's up, not them. And that's it for another video. What are you doing September 5th to the 7th? Join me and others such as Baltic Dragon and Airplane Simulation Company with their first ever DCS C-130J at the Sim Expo in Chicago. That's September 5th to the 7th. Sounds like it's going to be fantastic. See you there.